Here we go. We are live. Good afternoon, morning, evening, depending on where you're coming in from the space-time continuum on this planet that we know as Earth. Beautiful green and blue ball. This is just a quick test across a couple of social media platforms to see how our performance is. So, at the moment, we are live on three platforms at the same time. Stream health seems to be stable and excellent, which is wonderful news. Things are looking okay on LinkedIn, on Twitter, the platform formerly known as Twitter. It's also known as X these days. And we're coming in live on YouTube as well. So that is excellent. We're just testing out some new internal cloud broadcasting gear. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Earlier today, I was talking about the return to work situation with Zoom. I was doing a live stream about that earlier. If you want to catch the replay, I recommend you check out my LinkedIn or Twitter feed. I'll be posting the video on YouTube soon enough as well. Very curious to see what your feedback is. What do you think about what happened with Zoom earlier today? It's been interesting. Been having some conversations with some folks. In particular, Josh Perlman. I had posted earlier that I had been going through the academic research on work from home, which dated back to the 1980s, which I could not believe. And the one paper I was reading had this great quote, which was, "Work from home is the perfect workplace for highly skilled employees whose skills are needed for a productive society but are unwilling to have their lives controlled by the organizations that employ them." And it's amazing that even back in October of 1989, we still saw and understood the benefits of remote work. My hypothesis is that remote work will be coming back. There are so many advantages to it. And that's not to say that in-person is gone forever. That's to say we're going to become a lot more intentional about it. Josh Perlman in the comments said, "The office is valuable at times. You can't replace the energy of being in person with fully remote 100% of the time, but you do not need to be in the office a set amount of time per week. That should be replaced with meaningful offsite meetings on a regular basis. Routine work does not need to be in an office setting." Routine work does not need to be in an office setting. Do you agree? What do you think about that? I happen to agree. You can probably imagine why. I've been remote since 2011, and I think it is a fantastic way to get work done. I think it's a fantastic way to get into flow state. I think it's a fantastic way to get work done. Huge proponent of working from home, working remote. After all your top performers, that's what they're doing. And if you're a company that wants to attract top talent across all industries, remote work is a fact of life. You're going to need to attract remote workers. Now, with Zoom going hybrid and mandating people back in the office twice a week, we'll see how effective that is. I have my doubts. However, I think the work that they're going to do on going hybrid and embracing hybrid work, I think it'll be interesting to see what kind of products they develop. Zoom, after all, already has Zoom Room. It'll be interesting to see, do they further that product to support collaboration? What new hardware is going to come out to support hybrid work and hybrid collaboration? We will see. So just checking in on the LinkedIn folks. How's everybody on LinkedIn doing today? Who's tuned in on the LinkedIn side? Shout out in the comments if you are. Be interested to hear what you're up to and what you think about all the news coming out about Zoom. Zoom has certainly made some waves today. I think that's putting it somewhat kindly, I hope. But they have made some news, not just for the back to work side, but they've also made some news for their terms of service update of being able to, it sounds like being able to train their AI based off of meetings that you're having on their platform. Now, I haven't dug into the terms of service. I'm not a lawyer. On the surface, it doesn't look great. I'm going to admit, on the surface, it does not look great. So we will see what happens as a result of that. But yes, on the surface, things do not look great right now for Zoom. They're certainly under a lot of fire. And perhaps rightfully so. People do expect a certain level of privacy when it comes to paying for an application as opposed to something being free. So I can understand where some of the angst is coming from. What are your thoughts? Should Zoom be allowed to train on your meetings? Is it fair game? Should they be able to just unilaterally change their terms of service? What are your thoughts on that one? I'm curious to know what you have to say. So it's been an interesting day. Some would say it's been a dark day for virtual, for online, for remote work. And we're also in the middle of August. So everybody's going to be making plenty of changes while everyone's away and the news is slow. So it should be interesting the next couple months to see what this back to in-person is going to look like and if that's going to indeed continue to be the trend. So just as a recap on this stream's not covering anything serious. We're just doing a test of simulcasting to multiple platforms at the same time. How are we doing that? In the back end, we are running a great service known as Collaba Cloud. We've been using a self-hosted Collaba Cloud instance to do our simulcast live streams. So big shout out to Collaba Cloud. This is not sponsored, but we're using a self-hosted instance of Collaba Cloud to stream to multiple social medias at the same time. This is working great. For some of our other events, we also use a service known as Dolby.io. Dolby.io is a fantastic, close to zero latency live streaming option. We love using them as well. I just love shouting out awesome services and products in general. So let's give them some love. Dolby.io is fantastic. And Collaba Cloud, we've been having a lot of success with as well. We use them as well for the Forest City Road Races. So Forest City Road Races, we did their live streaming. It was fantastic. So Forest City Road Races, behind the scenes. See if I can pull up that video. Yeah, behind the scenes. What you didn't see are behind the scenes coverage for Forest City Road Races. So what we were doing for that event was we were live streaming from the finish line in the park, the start line in the park, live streaming that to a main tent in the center, and then streaming that out to the Forest City Road Races YouTube. So lots and lots of fun. It was cool to get, it was very cool to get Ethernet or hardwired internet from the south end of the park over to our main tent. That was quite a challenge indeed. Logistical challenge of flying an Ethernet wire across a park. I think we had 750 feet worth of Ethernet by the time the event was done. Lots of fun. Lots and lots of fun. So I will link to that in the description below. I'll link to that in the comments. So how's your day going? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Got some folks tuned in on the platform formerly known as Twitter. Got a few folks tuned in on LinkedIn Live. LinkedIn Live, been having a lot of fun with. It's a very easy platform to live stream on. If you have not thought about doing LinkedIn Live, I would check it out. It's a great way to build your audience. It's been fantastic to start building up a little bit of an audience. I feel very honored that you would share your time with me, so thank you so much. If you're looking to get started on LinkedIn Live and you've got a company page, you'll need 150 followers on that page. So get your follower count up to 150. You'll be able to run LinkedIn Lives. That's fairly simple to do. And of course, if you need assistance doing a LinkedIn Live or a Facebook Live or a Twitter live stream or a YouTube live stream, well, you know who to call, right? Shameless plug. All right. It looks like the test was a success. So 2 streams in one day. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later on. Take care. Bye for now.